friends, and welcome back to my kitchen. And today I'm going to make for you a chocolate caramel poke cake. And when I think about poke cake, I think about a yellow cake mix with strawberry jello or cherry jello, because those are Brian's favorite poke cakes that I make. So I make them quite a lot. But I found the recipe for chocolate caramel poke cake, and I like the richer desserts. Brian likes the more fruity desserts, but I like the richer desserts. And I'm going to a family get together, so I'm going to take this as one of my recipes. So we're going to make a caramel chocolate poke cake. And the first thing you do is make your cake mix and go by the directions on the back of the box. It's simple and easy, and you just need one chocolate cake mix. We're going to put that in my mixer. I then got it cut open. And then to that, we're going to add a half a cup of oil. This is canola oil. That's usually what I use. That goes in there. And then a cup of water. And then 3 eggs. And I done have these kind of separated, beat up. And these are Adams County eggs. Dad called me this morning. He said, it's time for you to make a recipe using my eggs. So here you go, Dad. 3 Adams County eggs. So that's all for the cake mix. And we're gonna move this a little closer so you can see. I got a new thing here, scraper, and it's supposed to help keep it away from the sides. So we're gonna see. We're gonna start this out on a slow mix at first, and then we'll speed it up once it gets incorporated. Wow, that beater did excellent. I haven't used my KitchenAid because I don't like how it does the pan, but this is really nice. I got this off of Amazon. It just got a thicker band here that scrapes the sides. That's pretty good. Okay, and you want to put this into a prepared greased pan, 9 by 13. And then you want to cook it at 350 for whatever your box says. And this is the first step. This is a very, very easy dessert. I'm impressed with that. It even went down to the bottom and got all that other stuff. I'm going to use my KitchenAid for more than decorations now. I did not know they made one of them. Kind of stir it around. And there it is. That's the first step. We're going to put it in the oven and cook it for whatever the box says, probably 35 minutes. 28 to 33. So we're going to go, and then I'll be back to do the second part of this cake. See you in a bit. Okay, I done got my cake out. It's got to cool 5 minutes before we do the next step to it. And while it's cooling, I'm going to make the second part of this recipe, but I wanted to show you this while I had it clean. You may know this is out there. I did not. Of course, Brian says he did, but you know how that is. But it really, really scraped the bowl on my KitchenAid, and I was very impressed with it. And like I said, I got it off of Amazon, and mine is a lift KitchenAid, so there is lift, and then I think there's a head tilt, but this is for our lift one. So if you want one, make sure you get the one that you have for your KitchenAid. But I was really impressed. Okay, now back to the recipe. We need 1 can of condensed sweetened milk. Just pour that in there. You know it's gonna be good when you got this in there. all that goodness out of there. And then you take a jar, a cup, but this is a cup of caramel syrup, and I have Smucker's, and you want to just mix that in there with it. Look at all that goodness. I can't believe I've never heard of this recipe. Caramel and chocolate is two of my very favorite things. I would take a piece of chocolate cake over a steak dinner because I love sweets. And that's probably a pretty bad thing, but it is what it is. So we're going to mix this together. And this is what you're going to fill your cake holes with. So I'll get this mixed together, and the cake needs to cool 5 minutes before you start doing this. Can't believe I've been making all these years poke cake with strawberry and cherry when I could have been making it with caramel. Live and you learn, I guess. Oh, look how pretty that is. Brian's not here to be my cameraman, so I had to set you on my table and just hope for the best. Okay, we got that all mixed together. And we need to give it a couple more minutes, and then I'll be back and show you how to spread this goodness on it. Okay, it's been about 5 minutes, so we're gonna go ahead and poke some holes in here. And you want to poke several holes because you want that goodness to get all the way through the cake. And poke it all the way almost to the bottom, but you don't want to poke it all the way through. That looks, well, maybe a couple more in the middles. Okay, since I don't have a cameraman, it's kind of hard for me to show you close up, but I'm going to just, that's what your cake will look like. And then the good stuff, your caramel. Oh. And put it in the holes. Let me bring you a little closer. Okay, I got you a little closer, so let's see if you can see me pour this in them holes. And then I'm just gonna take the rest of it. And get me a spoon because I do not want any of this caramel to go waste. Next step will be the topping, but we can't make that until the cake is completely cooled. So I'm going to let this completely cool, and then I'll be back when I'm ready to make the final step, the icing. And that's going to be a simple recipe too. This is a pretty simple cake, and boy does it look delicious. Here we go. We're ready for our last and final step. The cake is completely cooled off. So we're going to start with the topping. You need a large bowl. I'm using a white chocolate jello mix, 3 ounces. And to that you want to add a cup of cold milk. Okay. And we want to Stir that together till it thickens up. Looking like pudding. Give it a few more whisk around. Now we just gently fold in 8 ounces of whip. Half at a time. You want to mix that in. Now you can top this with anything you choose, chocolate chips, but I'm choosing to do pecans and Heath bar bits. My son-in-law makes a ice cream cake and he tops his with Heath bits and it's really good, so I thought it would be good on this. So let's add the remaining whip in. Just fold it in, get it all combined. I'm really looking forward to trying this. The hard part about this recipe is leaving it in the refrigerator overnight, because I do like my chocolate. Okay, I believe it's all mixed together, so we're going to just bring our cake over here and ice it. If you watch very many of my videos, you know I'm not the neatest cook. I'm a little bit sloppy, but I'm trying to get better. I'm taking this to my sister. She's hosting this for our July 4th, and I wanted to make something different. I like making new recipes for everybody to try. Okay. Alright, and I want a little bit of pecans, because chocolate and pecans and caramel is just sounds good to me, so that's what I'm doing. Here, and then I'm going to take some Heath candy bar bits, English toffee bits, and we're just going to sprinkle them on. Okay, there you have it. I will be putting mine in the refrigerator overnight, so I will cut you a piece tomorrow and we'll try it together, but I'm really excited about it. It looks really good. Okay, see you tomorrow. Okay guys, it's the next morning and I'm ready to try it. Looks really good. That's good. That's very good. Okay, we're getting ready to leave, so thanks for stopping by, and I hope to see you soon.